I don't know if they put in less chicken last time or what, but I'm finding it much more difficult this time to mix the corn into this mac and cheese bowl, which is the only way it tastes good, because their macaroni and cheese is not very good. I don't know what it is. I think it's the I don't know. But yeah, their mac and cheese is not very good, to be honest. By itself. With the chicken and the corn, it's actually really good, but by itself, it's not. Welcome back to I Love You, Colonel Sanders, by the way. Perhaps the final episode. Maybe. Who knows? If you thought I was gonna use this bell book, you might be a redneck. You might not be smarter than a 5th grader. Why would I do that? No, of course not. Evil magic? That's not what the game wants you to do. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Let me see it. Let me see that wink. Let me see that wink, Colonel. I believe in you, Ronald Coon. Let me see that wink. He didn't wink. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Ronald Coon, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who is cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient.
But they definitely don't do that at KFC. They never do that. The macaroni and cheese is not spicy at all. It doesn't have any sort of spice in it. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And here, where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? Oh my god, the boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Oh, sure, it's dark magic anyway. That doesn't even look like... Alright, whatever. It is what did he sound like? He looks like he'd sound different from the other Spork Monsters anyway, so...
It is I, Steve the Spork Monster!
Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We Spork Monsters are many. I think Gorgo had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff, it's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh?
Well, not because of the grimoire. Oh yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country...
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during Scare Tactics class, and when I woke up...
Did he go to fucking Monsters University? Monsters Inc. School. You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck!
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself, give up, and drop out of culinary school. I mean, come on. What if I just picked that? I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. And I'm hungry. So, hang on a second. Ooh, I should put this music in the Garfield trivia game video I just recorded. Wait, why am I saying that? It's not gonna come out until after this episode. Good though. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange. Wow, as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Ronald Goon, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry.
My heart is pure, my hands are steady, and my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Ronald Goon, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support.
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. So there is no chicken pot pie. This really is all leading up to the mac and cheese bowl. I can't believe they spoiled that on their Twitter page. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test?
Well, how many you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart.
What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. These aren't this is popcorn chicken, and then I'm looking at it right now. This is popcorn, I mean, it's covered in corn right now. But this, I mean, some of the pieces are almost chicken tender shaped, but these is definitely popcorn chicken.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
I think with the corn it does. I think the chicken's better on its own without the mac and cheese, though. With the mac and cheese and corn, it's maybe better, but... Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. I really hope it just ends with, like... And you can get to mac and cheese bowl now at KFC! Eat fresh! Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. I kind of wish I hadn't spoiled it as well, for people who didn't know. But... blame KFC's Twitter. I didn't know it was going to be such a big plot point. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying.
It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. To the moon. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess. Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Did he ask for a...
I thought wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure, whatever. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history. UCSAL history? Oxal? But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker rode off to? You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. We saw Van unplug him. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. It does? Because Colonel Sanders teamed up with me? Is that what he means? Because there should be 5. Colonel Sanders, me, Miriam, Ashley, and Van, unless they teamed up. I don't know. Could be 3. I don't know. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat! Besides the chicken the chicken snack I had a few days ago. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. They should have an episode of Couch Up with Lab in Test Kitchen where it's like this, I don't know. Where they're just like making fun of this bullshit. I've made... I don't know why I mentioned that. Tender udon noodles and savory soup. Her hand is cut off. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Wouldn't those have less flavor? Alright. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Ronald-kun, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. This is gonna be a long episode, I think. Now, describe your dish. I made... uni over smooth egg custard in an ex-Yun urchin shell topped with caviar. Wow. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. I kind of did Sprinkles' voice there by accident. Woof! Woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr! Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can eat teeth, it keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure in his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk, get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. What is that? What is that going through the glass? Is it? This is kind of confusing here. It looks like or is that the syrup? So what's this? Is that the glass? I guess it is. That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
What the fuck are you talking about? Don't eat the food at a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Roland Coon? I told you, it's a display piece.
Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Yay, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too.
I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam.
If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged.
You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you!
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
Two chefs!
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, yep, here it comes, has become something else. There's not that much chicken in here. Get the fuck out of here. Remember in the opening when it had this and I thought it was a famous bowl? It does almost kind of look like it has the corn in it, which would make it a lot better. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a little old drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. Come on. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. It's weird that only one would pass anyway. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to... Oh yeah, it's the same place. In order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow, ow! You knew that Sprinkles is a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, wow. Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Oh, okay. For a moment, you actually believed them. Not another haunting. No ghost allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never... What? I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing. Well, you didn't pass because of that idiot.
And now that everyone is together...
It's the Spork Monster. He is totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found her love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Gee, I wonder if we haven't learned by now in this game. Is he not gonna be wearing his apron or something? Oh, it's Pop. It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. He's still dressed like a chef. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Jesus. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing in the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by a sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance.
Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth.
Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. That wasn't just a bit.
I am Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What? What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Smoking ruined my life. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard.
I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird.
A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. You know, I should have tasted the mac and cheese bowl that was literally name dropped in the game while it was being name dropped, since I have it right here in front of me. Like, why did I even... I just noticed he's only wearing a t-shirt. What if he just dropped the southern accent all of a sudden? Howdy, classmates! Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. He also brought Sweet Lightning Mountain Dew. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. God, it's literally gonna be like, go to KFC. Oh, wow, that's the last. No, there's more. The end? No. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on the delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Round-kun? What are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell... Jesus Christ. What the hell? What just got caught in my throat? Wasn't even eating anything. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to! As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Ronald Coon. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. Well, who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe... Chester Cheetah. I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to enjoy sharing him? Did I mess up the game? Was there a way to get him to respect you as a chef? Will you be able to endure sharing with him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Ronald Coon, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! He goes and starts his own restaurant, McDonald's. That's what it was. That's what happened. Oh wow, it's like going through the opening animation and getting back to the menu, huh? That was pretty sudden, actually. Oh, you know what? Oh, I should have watched it again. Well, let's watch the credits. Okay, that's just the credits. All right. I mean, they did a good job. Good job, everybody, for this fucking mac and cheese bowl ad. That's literally what it is. I'm surprised. That must be the purpose of this game. That they didn't put like a bigger focus on that. And there's no ads for this game that advertises the mac and cheese bowl, or, well, I mean, I guess, I don't know. That wouldn't make sense. Hang on, let's watch it. I'll pull up the animation one more time. There they are. You never drew over car in the game. That's something that didn't happen. There's the mac and cheese bowl that I spotted earlier. Never chopped lettuce. Weird that they would put in the opening, too. That seemed like a big meal, too. Like, maybe there was stuff there that wasn't. Oh man, I just realized I got corn juice all over the screen. Well, I guess I'll sign off as I wipe it away. Yeah, I already wiped it away. Oh, man. Because there was some corn that fell out and I just skewered it with the spork and juice went everywhere. Alright, I guess I'll just take one final bite of this. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Go buy the mac and cheese bowl because it's actually pretty good. But only with the corn. Do not get it without the corn because the mac and cheese is not very good. It's not terrible. It's mac and cheese, but I would never want to finish it. I would get to like the last bite and it'd be cold and I would be like, I don't want this. But yeah, this is really good. Anyway, see you next time when I play Sneak King. No, I'm just kidding. Bye.